Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. Today I'm creating a layout for the Paper Rose design team, and as you can see here on my desk, I have the absolutely gorgeous Dear Isabella collection. So right here I have the Dear Isabella die cuts. You can see here there's beautiful florals in here that I do plan on using, and these just punch out nicely. I'm also going to use this metal die. It is called the Leaf Sprig metal die. And then I've got the Dear Isabella patterns, the 12 by 12 paper collection. And then I also have the Dear Isabella textures 12 by 12 paper collection. Now let me bring in the photos. I've got 3 photos that I'm gonna document today. And you might not think that these are photos to pair with this collection. It is an unusual pairing, but the flowers reminded me of a bouquet that I'd like to receive if I were in the hospital. So it's kind of funny where inspiration can come from. So Dale recently just had a knee surgery, and then so these are the photos from that. And in this photo, it was kind of fun because I used AI to glam us up a little bit, but we had a little picnic in bed because he, had to have his leg up, and we watched some YouTube, and we just camped out in the bedroom. So that was fun. All right, these are the pattern papers that I've already picked out, and I'm kind of showing you here the names at the bottom of the screen. And I think these are going to pair nicely together. Now, I was recently inspired by a sketch from Allison Davis, so I'm going to use that sketch for inspiration. It's a paid sketch, so I'm not going to show it on screen, but if you'd like to recreate this layout, you can definitely do that by how I create my layout today. And then this beautiful paper here, I am going to map my 3 photos on. So I went ahead and cut down some pattern papers. I cut that green pattern paper. I want to use that, I think, to die cut the Sprig die from. And then for the other pattern papers, I cut those into 4 3/4 squares, and then I just cut them in triangles. So I cut from corner to corner, so I had triangles. Now it looks like I didn't quite cut this photo out exactly perfect here. I've got a little white, so I'm snipping that off. I do print all my photos at home. I have the Epson PictureMate 400, so I'm able to size them whatever size I need to. And I printed these, they're 3.5 by 2.5. And then the photo mat that I'm placing them on is 4 by 8.25. So I cut one of those beautiful Dear Isabella textured pattern papers, that purple one there, into 4 by 8.25. And what I like to do is put the top one down and the bottom one down, and then split the difference with the center photo. Now I did gut this beautiful pattern paper, meaning that I put it in my paper trimmer at the 1-inch mark, and then I cut from 1 inch to 11 inch, rotated it, cut from 1 inch to 11 inch all the way around so that I've got that nice border. And then I cut my white cardstock down to 11.5 by 11.5. Here I'm going to pull out the triangles, and I need to start making some decisions. I want to make some triangles up here in the upper left and then down in the bottom right. So I've got these 3 pattern papers that I chose, and I think they look gorgeous together. I don't know that I necessarily want the white pattern paper touching the white, so I am going to sandwich the paper with the florals and that white background in between, and I do like that. I like that a lot. And I really think that by having that like golden color at the end, I think that, or on the outside, I think that that really frames this in nicely. So I'm just going to dry fit these pieces here. And I think what's going to be easiest is if I go ahead and glue my triangles together and then go ahead and attach them to the photo so I can pick this up all in one piece. Because I do want to do some mixed media in the background. So I need to get this part done first. So I'm going to go ahead, add some tape runner here, and I'm just going to eyeball how far I want these spaced apart. So I'm going to glue these down together. And I'm going to do that to both sets of triangles. And then I can go ahead and glue my photo right on top. So I did one on camera there, and then I paused the camera and I did the other one off camera because I didn't think you need to see me do that again. So now I've got my triangles all spaced exactly how I want them. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my photo strip here to the pattern papers. So Dale just had knee surgery, and it was an outpatient surgery. Everything went well. And like I said, that bottom photo was, so the top photo is him walking into the surgery center. Let me tell you about that more in just a moment. I am die cutting here the leaves, and I'm using one of the pattern papers from the Dear Isabella textures. And I think that just turned out beautiful. I love the texture in those leaves like that. So the top photo was him walking into the surgery center. The second was right before surgery. I'm sure he loves that I am a scrapbooker, so I take photos of everything, but that cap on his head was just too cute. And then, like I said, the bottom photo was our little picnic from his recovery at home, and our little kitty Pepper is right there in the center as well. And that is actually our bed, but AI did glam up and add all those golden things. Our room is white, all white, and then it's glammed up a bit. So that's always fun. All right, so now I've pulled out the Dear Isabella die cuts, and I know I want to use some of these gorgeous floral bits. So you can see here, they just punch right out. Now, most of the paper rose die cuts have embossing on them, but I noticed these don't have the embossing, but they are still just as beautiful. So I think I want to do something like this, a big floral cluster down in the bottom corner with the leaf sprig die that I cut poking out from the edge. And then for the top, I don't have quite as much room, so I'm going to grab a smaller floral cluster and place this up here in the corner, just framing that in. And then I think the sprigs are going to be a little bit too big, so I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut them down a little bit and maybe cut them apart and put two like together and then one going another direction. Hope that makes sense. So there's two, and then I cut this one off, and we'll just put that one over there. So I'm just getting everything dry fit into place before I start gluing things down. And I'm really, really liking the way this is looking. There's some butterflies on here that I might end up using, and there's a bird, and Dale loves birds. So I think I'm going to punch out this little bird and put the bird up here at the top in that top cluster. And that'll just add a little something to this cluster as well. Ooh, I love that. Perfect. Okay, I also want to bring in some shimmers paints, and this is the color I've chosen. This is a Vibes, and it's called Princess. And you can't really pick up the beauty on camera, but it is so shimmery and shiny and sparkly. It's like adding liquid glitter to your layout. So I want to do some painting, and then I've got a title piece from my stash. I believe it's a Vicky Bouton title, and it's one of those irresistibles. So when you add ink or paint to it, and then you wipe it off, and it just looks gorgeous. So I'm going to add a few pencil lines here on where my photo block is going to sit. And then I am going to pull out a sponge, and I'm going to apply my mixed media through a sponge. So I am using a Glassboard Studio matte, and I love that because I can get messy and then I can just wipe it up. Now, if you're ever interested in a Glassboard Studio matte, you can add my name, Melissa, to your shopping cart, and you can save 15% off your order. So that was so nice of them to give me a coupon code. You can see here I sprayed a little bit of the Vibes onto my mat, and then I'm picking it up with the sponge and just applying that to my cardstock. Now this is not treated with gesso. It's just regular cardstock, so it is gonna soak into my page. I'm also on the Shimmers Paints design team, so if you ever place an order with Shimmers Paints, if you add my name, Melissa Minor, to the notes section of your order, Shimmers will send you a free paint. I always like to pass along my coupons and discounts whenever So that way you are informed of those, and if you get something free, that's awesome. So here I am, I'm trying to drag the paint down a little further. I want it to come down almost to the edges of where those triangles are going to sit. Kind of looks like a hot mess without my photos there, but once I put my photos down, I love how that really accents my photos, and I think it's going to be a great place for my floral embellishment clusters to sit. It's really going to make them pop by having that color behind them. It's really going to have them show up because the floral clusters, they have the white in the background, and if I just set them white onto the white cardstock, you wouldn't really see them. But by adding this little bit of color back there, you could also use like ink. If you just wanted to dab on some ink with a blending brush, that would work too. But I feel like by adding the color there, it makes the embellishment clusters pop off the page. All right, so I'm going to get inky again. I'm going to take my irresistible title piece here, and I'm going to spray it with that same ink, or that same paint, and I'm just going to let it sit here, and so that way it gives it a moment to dry. So you can see I just sprayed that on. Now you can do the same thing with ink with these titles. It does the same thing. So I'm going to set that to the side on my little cleanup cloth there. And now I can start working on my embellishment cluster. So I've got this gorgeous die cut here, and you can see with that paint in the background how it really just pops. And then I've got this leaf sprig that I die cut from the textures pattern paper. And I just think that adds a whole new level to the leaves by cutting them out of that texture paper. Like, they look real, in my opinion. All right, and so I'm going to do the same thing at the top, add a little bit of foam tape to the back of these florals, and then I will slide the little leaf cluster in. I don't know if you watched my unboxing video recently, but my unboxing video for the month of March, I realized that I love this leaf sprig metal die so much that I've ordered it 2 months in a row. So you can tell how much I love this. I love it so much I ordered it twice. Have you ever done that? Loved a supply so much and then you didn't realize that you already had it? Yes, it's true. All right, so I got the leaf sprigs glued down. Now I'm going to add that cute little bird. So I'm going to add that with a little bit of foam. I kind of wish the bird was facing the other direction, but I think it's going to work out nicely. And then, you know what? There are a couple butterflies on here, and I think I've got some white space over here on the right. So I am going to add these butterflies. I'm also going to pop them up on some foam tape. And I think that that is the perfect little finishing element that this side of the page needed. Now I do also like to add some gems to my butterflies. I like to add pearls to all of my butterflies. I've started doing that recently and I love that look, so I won't leave these the way they are. Before I finish this layout, I will add some pearls. All right, let's take a look at my title. I did spray quite a bit of paint on there, so I'm just going to blot some off here with this cleanup cloth. And then I'm going to rub this off some more. So with the Irresistibles, you're supposed to rub them, so I'm going to rub it a little bit more. And I think that is the perfect title, Memories. Oh, that looks so pretty. I'm going to add it at the top, kind of overlapping my photo. There's some dead space there in the photo. I did add some foam tape off camera. Gave that a good press. And now I want to do some journaling. So this is what I use for my journaling. These are matte clear shipping labels. They're 8.5 by 11 in size. So I bring up a text box on my MacBook and I size it to the size that I know I want to journal in. And then I go ahead and I usually space it to 1.5 spacing. I just think that's more pleasing to the eye. So I'm going to trim this down. So then I loaded it into my printer. I usually use the rear tray. You can't use the drawer, it'll jam. So I put it in the rear tray, and then I hit print, and now I have my journaling all typed out and it's on a clear sticker. So now I can take this over to my layout, and these are so sticky. So there is no room for picking this up and removing it. It doesn't work. So be sure you get this stuck down exactly where you want it. So I peeled off the little backing piece, and I've got it right where I want it. So I'm going to burnish that in with my finger. And then now I'm going to peel off the rest of the backing slowly, making sure I don't get any bubbles. And then I'm just going to burnish this in as well. And now it looks like I typed right onto my layout. And I love, love, love the look of that. All right, so remember I told you I wanted to bring in some pearls. So I've got some purple pearls from my stash here, and I'm going to add 2 to the center of these butterflies. You know, I didn't even realize when filming I'm also wearing purple. That wasn't planned. Trust me, it was not planned. So let me get these last 2 gems on here. And then I was kind of thinking I wanted to do some stitching, but I didn't want to get out my sewing machine. I realized I have pink thread. And so I've got a few of these stickers in my stash that look like stitching, and it's just a clear sticker. So I stuck that down and it just wasn't setting with me. I don't know if I got it crooked or if it was too big, but I decided I don't like it. So I am going to bring in my reverse tweezers, and I'm going to try to lift this up, and I'm going to repeat this. I'm going to cut a small little piece of this sticker. It's actually a longer sticker. So I'm going to peel this up, and I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to place it right above my journaling just a little bit. And it's just a few X's, and it kind of reminded me of like stitches. That's why I wanted it on there, like stitches for surgery. Like it all goes together in my mind, at least. So once I get this down, that is going to wrap up today's video. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Cards.by.MelissaMinor, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'd be happy to get back with you. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.